Om Namah Shivaya. I am astrologer and author, Professor rudramohapatra from Bhubaneswar. Yes. I have told you about Moksha Trikona and their use in esoteric astrology. Now, coming a complete contrast to that, the for this materialistic astrology, I mean using the term lucidly, is Kama Trikona. So, which are these Kama Trikona? 3, 7, 11, out of which 7 is for matrimony, 11 is almost like that. I'm adding to the gains on the materialistic life. Only 3 is little bit confused if you are checking the classical astrology, because 3 is not said to be a good house. But if apart from matching the Chattis Gun or the Ashtakuta of bride and groom, you also along with the seventh house, you can match the Kama Trikona of both the bride and groom. You can get a much more better picture that who is going to expect what from the marriage. So far as uh, basically this physical compatibility is concerned, we have one known as Yoni Melaka. I will try to make another video based on this Kama Trikona and Yoni Melaka in future, but we have one. So uh, initially, if you say that this is rat, this is cat, this is a buffalo, this kind of mentioned of your yoni is there for male and female. It is not like that the sexual drive is decided by indicative by that animal. No, no. Though somebody may think like that, it is clearly showing that if boys yoni is rat and girls yoni is cat, then there is not compatibility. How a researchers have decided this, I do not know. Basing on the Bharth Nakshatra, they are saying that this will be your yoni. But we have a better option than that. That is Kama Trikona. So I will not say this is a substitute to Yoni, but when you are looking at the Yoni Melaka, please go for the Kama Trikona Melaka. How to check that? See what is the fortification, what is the status of 3, 7, and 11 house in that chart. If they are well placed, the Lord is well placed, not afflicted, then it's not yet good. Good. You can clearly mark at the Kama Trikona of the boy and Kama Trikona of the girl, saying that what is going to be their sexual compatibility. Clearly. And very interestingly, you can also say that who has got a more drive compared to other if you take the Karaka. The Karaka for your sexual drive is Venus. The strength of the sexual drive is added by Mars. So I remember Guruvar Ken Rao saying time and again that Mars and Venus conjunction delivers you excessive sexual desire in case of male. Recently, one research paper, possibly January this month, uh, was out in Modern Astrology, where the author is saying for the ladies, the sexual drive can be seen from the Venus and Saturn conjunction. Uh, Different issue. I do not know exactly the fortification, how it is happening, but Venus, no doubt, is the Karaka. You can take Mars in both the cases, or you can take Saturn in case of female or Mars in case of male. But here, just taking the modern research into account, because the modern astrology don't publish those kind of research papers which are not validated. So definitely Saturn is getting some contribution to that. But primarily, as far as my knowledge is going, it is a Mars Venus combination that gives you sexual drive for gents. Saturn Venus maybe because in case of lady, the sexual drive is slow and elongated. Uh, with due respect to all my listeners, I am not using any kind of abusive language. I am just as simple as language I'm using. Like you may complain of using the sexual drive and other things. I cannot make the things comprehend to you no, with a very lesser and easy word. So pardon me for that. But this is how your Kama Trikona and the Karaka works. And no doubt, Venus is the Karaka, and you also take the Mars Venus combination, how it is happening. If Mars is aspecting Venus, uh, that's a mutual aspect, or even special aspect. Conjunction is definitely very good. Uh, Mostly conjunction you take, and Saturn Venus, that in case of female chart, it's a good indication of the sexual drive, which is much more than the Yoni Melaka. So even the Yoni Melaka is not happening that much because that is based on the nakshatra, birth nakshatra, and various you know, gradation have been done to say that which is matching, which is not matching. But here, if you go for the know, Kama Trikona 3, 7, and 11. So in that house, if Venus, Mars, or Saturn, Venus, Mars, they are posited. So in case of a seventh house, where Saturn and Venus are posited in case of male, indicating the physical drive. Hmm. In case of 11th house, if Mars and Venus are posited in case of a male chart, it indicates the physical drive. If we have a lot of 3, 7, and 11, I'm saying the extreme cases, they are well placed or they are getting exchange. 7, 11 exchange, 7, 3 exchange. Also, it is saying that a good physical drive of that person. Here, Kama Trikona means you take the physical drive. Kama means purely your physical desire, which I'm saying lucidly, very lucidly, and for easy to understand your sexual drive. And Mars and Venus, they are indicator of that. However, you can take the help of Rahu also, which is also known as the bed pleasure. And so far as the Kama Trikona is concerned, Rahu in 7th can be considered as good, 11th can be considered as good, and 3 also. So in addition to Mars, Venus, and Mars, Saturn to some extent as per the recent research, you can take the help of Rahu to know the physical desires. Just completely detached to this is your placement of Ketu or placement of Jupiter. They are not the places of the Kama Trikona. They are not the Karak of Kama Trikona, rather for the Dharma Trikona. And uh, you see this in case of boy chart and girl chart. Even if you see the zone is not matching, these things are matching. This is much more pertinent and accurate. Matching of Kama Trikona. And here, by default, you are also matching the seventh house. And seventh house is falling under Kama Trikona, the house of marriage. So this is again parity to the physical desire of both male and female. But it is not only 7. It is 3, 7, and 11, the Kama Trikona. If they are matched properly, then it will give a very good indication of the physical need of both the person. Rahu can be added to see a little bit think, little bit swiftly. That does not mean that you will skip the yoni matching. You do that, how the in what fashion RSs have said. But to add in, to go one step better, it is always good to go for a Kama Trikona match before, not for before matrimony. If there is a very, very drastic difference, anyway, 7 is coming. So you have to look. Earlier, I have said on my video in Raja Jataka, separation of marriage in Raja Jataka, I have focused on 7th house. Now I am adding 3 and 11. And Karak is Mars, Venus, Rahu. And as per the recent research, please do not ask me questions that how things are happening, but Eastern places. Saturn also getting added to indicate the karma or desire inside the female especially. However, if it is confusing, you can take Mars, Venus for all the cases. Don't worry, Mars, Venus, and Rahu went up for this. Kama Trikona is 3, 7, 11, and the Karak are the Mars, Venus, and Rahu to see the nature of the physical desire for both. And you see for girl, you see for boy, then you get a match. Simple. Bhava Bhavasya Karaka principle apply, get a match. Of course, it is a, it's, I don't know why moon is not being involved. So moon is a mental attachment. So if moon is getting connected, if Lagnesh is getting connected, so how far you are physically and mentally attracted to any kind of physical uh, behavior, uh, that can be seen from the Kama Trikona. Well, this is my personal suggestion to do this. You will say, sir, uh, you are going beyond classics. I am going beyond classics, not deviating. I am saying you don't skip Yoni. You see Yoni. If you see that there is a problem in Yoni, please go for this. If you say there is Yoni is okay, you may skip it. But it's not like it's Yoni, then it is done. It's Yoni Melaka is done, it is done. It's like if you want to go one step deeper, then 3, 7, and 11 houses, the Kama Trikona is going to give you an excellent idea for the sexual urge inside the would-be wife and husband. Hmm. So this is so great that our rishis have devised many techniques. Only thing is that in this Kali Yuga, due to our constipated intellect, we are not able to view the things very clearly. That is where missing it. Hmm. So earlier I had made one video on Vaishyata, how that should be revised, and today is uh, the Kama Trikona or Yoni. So pardon me that a single person like me is saying commendable uh, professions on prophecies on matrimony, and this is nothing to do with my own personal life. This is to uh, take Jyotisha ahead and apply the principles of astrology as much as possible to get a very accurate sweep and pinpoint prediction. I hope you use these principles uh, now onwards. So if any marriage matching is coming to you, uh, let the would-be husband and wife be blessed with the knowledge of Jyotisha. If you have anything to share, please write it in the comment box. If you have some experiences or you have some extra knowledge here, please write it in the comment box. I will be highly obliged for that. No need to write a good video, a bad video, ugly video. That is fine. But if you write that what can be valuable for me and my listeners, that will be highly obliging. Well, this is all for today. If Lord Mahadeva wants, I'll come up with another new video soon. Till then, God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.